Okada riders attack Lagos Taskforce team for impounding motorcycles and stone officer to death. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to be the first to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on notification bell. Commercial motorcyclists have reported they killed a paramilitary officer attached to the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Unit Task Force during an attack on the agency around Kara Bridge area on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Ogun State. According to Punch, the task force officials were attacked while carrying out enforcement on motorcyclists plying the highway. During the raid, the officials brutally impounded some motorcycles and put them in the operational truck and left. It was gathered that the aggrieved motorcyclists reportedly mobilized, boarded the bus, and chased the task force team in a bid to recover their seized property. The officials were said to be carrying out another raid at the bus stop near Berger when the aggrieved motorcyclists stormed there around 2 p.m. A trader who gave her name only as Bukola said the paramilitary officer working with the agency was lynched. When they got to the junction to navigate a bend back to Lagos, they got down to raid other motorcyclists plying the highway, she narrated. The motorcyclists protested against the raid and refused to release their motorcycles because the area is not under Lagos State. During the argument that followed, other Okada riders whose motorcycles had been impounded and met them at the bus stop. The angry Okada riders started throwing stones and sticks at the task force officials. When the attack became much, the officials entered their vehicles and fled the area. The man who worked with them was mistakenly left behind, and the angry officers pounced on him. They beat him with sticks and stoned him to death. A commercial driver who identified themselves as Olawole said the victim was killed. The mob dumped his body in the river close to the Kara Bridge. The motorcyclists threw stones and sticks at the task force official, and 2 personnel fell from a truck. One escaped while the other person was captured and killed. The motorcyclists dropped his body in a river at the Kara Bridge. The police were informed and they came to the area to restore peace. We were told that some of the people who committed the act had been identified. The Transport Union chairman and the area, who identified as Oloba, confirmed the incident on Thursday. Although I was not around where the incident happened, from what I gathered, it was the Okada riders that chased the victim, pinned him down and dumped his body in the river at Kara Bridge after killing him. The spokesperson for the task force, Rahim Gbadeyinka, while condemning the attack, said no fewer than 21 suspects were arrested. Investigation is still ongoing and the person is still missing. The person is a paramilitary officer attached to the team. He alighted to buy sachet water and was attacked by the motorcyclist, and he is still missing till date, Gbadeyinka stated. We did not carry out any operation in Ogun State. We were trying to navigate from there back to Lagos when the incident happened. I don't know sincerely on this particular issue. This is why I say this is where it gets how am I going to put it now? It is confusing. The confusion of the word, because we have been hearing about Lagosians have always been complaining about their task force team, but the ones that do what they were sent to do, but the one that overdo what is not even in their jurisdiction to do, they do it. These same people, I think, is the police officers, a task force team in Lagos State, I think, according to that news article, in, what was it? I think it was at this place called, what's it called again? What's the name of that area in Lagos? They called that particular place, is it Okada? Is it a solo? I think they mentioned a solo around that area that they seized, a certain man's motorcycle. I mean, not even the motorcycle, they seized his vehicle, the bus. They impounded some buses and they took it, they held on to it. And in frustration, one man, maybe he has called on him and maybe has pleaded with them, but we were not there, we don't know what happened. This man, in frustration, actually set himself ablaze. As in, he set himself ablaze. That is how bad it is. And when the police came to give it, the information they got was that they didn't even hold it for a long time. Sometimes we don't even know who to believe, because if you've seen these people in these very acts, you're not going to even want to believe anything that comes from their mouth. They are always found to overdo themselves. You know, whenever they're in their uniform, they behave, according to what I've heard, they behave like, you know, they're untouchable. This is as in small power. Oh. People that are not even police, people that are not police, so they're not the army, they're not military. If you see the way they handle civilians, you start asking yourself, how? What is your crime? Taskforce don't have any other job than to chase Okada rival, collect all the Okada and sell it to the North Jigawa state. The Taskforce are the real criminals. I don't blame them. I blame Sanwo-Olu, who could not tell them the job. In a few months now, they will need Okada people for election. Exactly. And when they come in, they also ban the Okada again. Nigerians, stay woke. Lagos state governments. You know where they sleep. Why can't you go down and rise and seize all their bikes? Point of correction. Stop killing Okada rider because they are Hausas and Fulani disturbing the peace of real Lagosians. So, Governor, please find something to do ASAP before it is too late for you, not us. Okay. Okay. Come to think of it, the Taskforce official passed Lagos state boundary to make arrests in another state. That is what they said. And meanwhile, the person who was actually coming out to say it said it was not what happened. Like I said, it is very confusing because we know them as lawbreakers themselves. It is only in Nigeria that you see police telling you that you should not follow one way. Meanwhile, another police van will follow one way and they will follow it with confidence. If you know what it means for you to arrange money and buy Okada and you're still riding it, which still put your life at risk at death anytime, as a group of people calling themselves government workers seize the bike from you and selling to another people, how are you going to react if you are in that Okada man's shoe? Sincerely, it is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Especially with the I'm going to say this now. I'm going to stop and say this. You don't know how frustrating it is for you not to have a means of income. Especially when you've been in that situation where you struggled so much. It is not like the money was flowing. You starved yourself. You did not get things you were supposed to get for yourself to be able to get a source of income. And then somebody from God knows where appears and just want to take it away. You are going to fight with all amount. That is exactly what happened to this motorcyclist. And that is exactly why they were that frustrated. Well, nevertheless, it still not gave them the reason to have killed the policeman. Sincerely, they would have just let him be. Well, at the end of the day, both of us sides don't know. At the end of the day, two rights does not make a wrong. It's a pure example of two right does not make a wrong. I mean, two wrong does not make a right. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.